Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm bringing you my larger Lindt bunny treat. So a few weeks back I bought you one that was slightly smaller and somebody made a comment and said it would be nice to see one a bit bigger. So I did it. I went and made one a bit bigger. It's a very simple design, if you like. I went with the Tasteful Touches and the In Good Taste elements, and that was it, and just some of our neutrals cardstock. So this is Mossy Meadow. I made up the centimetre one in soft suede. As you can see, it is a touch smaller, just by a fraction. I don't know if you can see. Let me just hold that together again. Yeah, it is just a touch smaller, not a massive amount, but a tiny bit. But yeah, that's the centimetre version of it, and this is the inches that, again, as I say, is slightly larger. So, oh, there's the cardstock on the floor. So I'm going to use Merry Merlot this time. Colours that we don't seem to use very often, only for sort of Christmas and winter projects, so I thought I'd just be a bit different and use them for this one. So as I said, I'm using Tasteful Touches. This was the image I used on the previous one, on here. And what shall I go with, feather or flower? Probably all shouting at me now, or even the pretty pattern. I think I'm going to go flower. So I'm going to grab my flower, and then we're just going to do some random stamping. Again, this is my favourite bit. I do love doing this. So, random flower stamping. I'm not going to be concerned too much with this top area, simply because it's going to be cut away. So, I'm not wasting stamping and ink on an area that probably won't even be noticed. That's really pretty. I might have to recreate this little design on a card. So that's the inking side of it done, and some on my thumb. So your cardstock is 11 3/4, or the length of an A4, by 7.5 inches. 29.8, again the length of your A4, by 18 centimetres. If you remember the performance we had before with our scoring, we have to do that again. So we're going to score the short side, this time at 3 and 6 inches, which is 7 and 14 centimetres. Then you need a scoring tool and a long ruler. So we're going to mark the very top. It's exactly the same as the previous one, just with slightly different measurements. So we're going to mark the top on the long side at 1.5 and 4.5, which is 3.5 and 10.5 in centimetres. The first score line we are going to mark at 3, 6 and 9 inches, which will be 7, 14 and 21 centimetres. And then on the bottom score line we're going to mark at 1.5, 4.5, 7.5 and 10.5, which will be 3.5, 10.5, 17.5, 24.5. And then we're going to do our diagonal scoring to line all of these up. And then back the other way. So that to there, that one to there. One to there, and I don't think I needed to do that one, so that's it. Okay, fabulous. Let's fold and burnish those score lines. And do you know, I still have my template at the side here to show me where to fold and cut. Right, so you're just folding and scoring those two, because the rest we'll do in a moment. So the first thing then we're going to do is across this bottom bit where we've not got anything, we're just going to cut a line up to the point of your triangle, and then we're going to cut this one away and this edge triangle. So we're cutting that away. Then we're going to cut these at angles. We probably need to retrim these again, as I said, once we get to where we are with it. Cut this bottom one away. Oops. Crumbs. Let's try again. Do it in a straight line, that's better. Right, that's that part done. Let me get my little... So this again is my template that just shows me where I need to be cutting and what I need to be doing. So as you can see, these are a bit shorter, but we'll see, we'll deal with that in a moment. So now we need to deal with this edge. So on this side here, where we've cut this, I'm just going to go with the angle that I've already cut here, because this is just going to be a tab. And do you see why I didn't stamp this bit? Because we're now going to cut all the way along to there anyway, and then this also becomes a tab. So I'm going to cut up a fraction, across and down, and then we're going to cut up this triangle here. And I can hear my other dog outside the door dreaming because she's whooping. Bless her. Oh, she's stopped now. Okay, so now we've got this shape going on. So we're just going to fold now all of these angles and give them a nice burnish. The nice thing about this is you can decorate it any way you wish, so you can stamp it with any kind of image you want. You have you can add DSP if you have the patience to work out this angle, things like that. So yeah, there's a real option there. Okay, so this is going to fold around now and adhere there, and then we'll deal with the bottom. Okay, so get some adhesive on here. Just move that in a bit because it was over the edge. So this is just going to tuck round onto here. Just ensure that you're lining the edge and the corners up. Okay, so that moved just slightly then. There we go. So press that in, get that to adhere, and then as I say, we're just going to deal with this. So that actually is okay. That one just needs a bit off there. I'm going to take a slither off that, and I think I am just going to take a fraction off these bits too. So that one can go in, that one fits, so I just need a bit off this edge, just like so. So let's just add some tiny bit there to stick that one to that, and then add a bit on here to seal that one. So pop it down and press down on the inside just to get that all to sit. That sits fine there, so we just need to deal with our corner, and as I said, it's the same as before. So we're just going to fold and burnish this part here, the chances are I'm going to be taking a fair amount of it away because it's too long. So I'm just going to take my angle, pop that inside. Still needs a fraction more, and I'm sure there is some very technical and easy way of working this out and making sure that this is the same, but I am not that technical. There we go. So that's okay. I've maybe trimmed this too low now because it's not going to sit closed. So for the purposes, I'm going to use a glue dot just to hold this closed. It's very frustrating because this one is fine. Right, and then we just need to decorate it, and as I say, I've used the In Good Taste elements here, and I might just go with the leaves for this one. And again, just in with some glue dots. I'm going to pop one there, one there. Oops. Oh, and that is going to come off. So I'm just going to stick that one there and that one just there. And there we are. Even though they don't have bunnies inside, those are my larger Lindt bunny treats. Thank you for joining me, and hope to see you all again soon. Bye.